Hi everyone, it's Hannah from Mother Goose's Makery and I am going to be making the beautiful barrel bag die set from Tonic Studios. This was another March Madness release. It makes two kinds of bags. You can either have like a sports bag or an upright barrel bag golf caddy type situation. Can't show the instructions, but we've got a die set here with lots of bits and pieces. So this big one is the main body of the bag. You need 3 of those. These are the flaps. You need 2 of those. We've got some zips, some trim. This is the bit that goes inside the flaps to secure to. You've got a lock, a little spring keyringy thing. Supports for the bottom of the bag, some stuff to make a tassel, some chains, some labels, keys, stuff. That's the strap. So we are going to today make the landscape bag. It says you need 16 of these. I was going to say triangles. They're not triangles, they're quarter circles. These, because it's a small A5 die set, these, when their powers combined, make the ends of your bags. So what we're going to do is just going to glue along here. And you'll just join them all up. So the edge of the next one will go to the seam. And so on and so forth. This die set also comes with some foil fusion, so if you're that way inclined, you can bling up your bag with some foil. I'm not a massive foil fusion girl, so I'm not today. But I think when I do the vertical one, I might. When you get to your last piece, you're going to have to put glue on the piece you're putting in and the piece you're putting onto, and do both at once, like so. What I did is I cut out 8 of these. And then I cheated and just cut out 2 circles that were the same size with one of my nesting dies, because I only have so much time to craft. And I'm all for a cheeky shortcut. So we have 2 ends and another 2 ends. Then we have our sides. I've done these out of the pattern papers that go with the set. Called Terrific Textiles. There you go. So we have 3 of these. So you stick these together. I'm going to put glue on 2 of them. So I'm going to stick glued one number 1. Glued one number 2. Glued one number 3, or not glued one number 3. Now, we're going to do this flap here. We need to trim off. There you go. And then we have the flaps. And the flaps have a glue tab. The reason we've cut that glue tab off is because this has glue tabs on it. So one will attach on this end and one will attach on this end. So that extra glue tab would have just been superfluous. No one needs a superfluous glue tab. So we're just gonna squiggle some glue along here. Glue that to this. You can see how easily this is just all coming together. Famous last words. Problem with the patterned card is it can sometimes be quite hard to see where the crease lines are. Right, there you go. That is essentially our bag. Just make sure all our lines are adhered. So, I find the easiest way to do this is with some form of red liner power tape situation. Just to get that quick grab going on. So what I'm going to do, I think short lengths would be better. Because obviously it's a curve, so. Start off wherever you like. We're just gonna roll this around, sticking it to the tape. Then in the gap here, it is at this juncture that I realise that I'm an idiot and that I cut out the wrong piece. I cut out this piece What I needed to do was cut out one which had a tab on either end. However, I don't have any of this card left, and in the interest of not just wasting stuff, I'm going to make it work. But know that when you're making it, you'll have 2 tabs. And that your 2 tabs will adhere either side. So my issue is I don't have another tab to stick to the other side. But it's fine. We're going to make it work. Also, I think I actually have some more Lego cards. Is that the same colour? No, it's not quite so. This is the other thing. I have lots of yellow cards. I don't think any of it exactly matched. So, we'll pretend. It's fine. By the time we've done that, that'll be there. It'll be what it will be. I did exactly the same thing on the other side. This would also make a very good square handbag. Again, just roll all the way around and secure all the tabs. Now what I'm going to do to make up for the fact that I did cut 2 bits incorrectly is I'm now going to cut the correct bits out of a slightly different card and stick it underneath so it was like it never happened. So again, we're going to want to put some magnets in here. First magnet goes there. Okay, so I've placed magnets there and there, and then I'm going to shut it. Just let the magnets catch underneath. And then you know what side to secure them on. Then you place that back underneath. And it will just stick itself in place. And this one, you know, it's this side, it needs a sticker. This is my easy way with magnets. It's very lazy. Like, they want to do the work. So just Who am I to stop a magnet from being attracted to itself? Right, that's one side down. And then we do the same on the other side. Go down there. Look up this side. Pop these in. Tape on them. You can see that. That it just perfect. Okay, so got one end on, and we're just going to attach the other end. Lots of glue, and then just pop that on. I've set my daughter the challenge of not talking whilst I do a video, and I think it might kill her.
It will.
See, there you can see we've got two ends on, and there. Now for the straps, we cut 12 of these strap pieces, and we connect them into 4 lots of 3. And then what we do is they go around the bag. So they go from the base of the flap to the base of the flap. And these will make the actual handles. Okay, so let's go. Just going to put some glue along there. And then I'm going to start with the end without a tab there. And just fold this round to here. And it's also going to help because the bag's made out of very thin cardstock. This is going to add more structure to it. And then we need a second one. Hold it in place whilst the glue adheres. And then these straps will go from here and then this one will tuck underneath. So I'm going to lift that. And then the last one, again, glue on the end tab, glue on that end tab, and then we glue this to this, hold on to that. And just lift up that end. This underneath. Stick this down. We have a bag. What I'm going to do on the inside, if I was smart, I would have put the straps either side of that, but I'm not smart. So, there you go. So I've just got a zip. I'm going to stick to this. And this long zip that's going to be for the closure. I've got the bit of trim here. I'm just going to run some glue along the edge. So it looks like a real bag where the teeth are just poking past the fabric trim. And this is just going to go the other side here. So what I'm going to do is cut this insert pieces, and I'm just using them to hide the magnets. I'm just going to put that inside the flap going down. A little pocket that we are just going to stick on. So we'll call the end outside. Not sure it actually needs it. Might leave that off. And then we have this tassel. We made a 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 6 of these. And again, like the other bits, you just stick that little tab, stick it to the next bit, and then all we're going to do is just roll it up. So here I've cut 2 small strips of the patterned paper, which I'm just sticking back to back so that both sides match the rest of the bag. And that's going to be the loop for my tassel. We just glue these 2 bits together. Right, so we've glued these 2 bits together. Pop some glue on here. Put the tab on. And I'm just going to wrap this around. Dot of glue on there. Do it up. And then just going to put a very thin sliver of glue all the way around. Put this on there. trim this off here. And there you have it, a little bag with a tassel. I'm not going to pop the pocket on, I think. I don't think we need it. But yeah, love it. Loads of space in there for gifts. You can fit at least 2 chocolate oranges in there. What?
You can put 5 chocolate oranges in there.
You can't fit 5 chocolate oranges in there. 5 chocolate oranges would never fit.
And do tiny small pieces of that chocolate orange.
Well, then that's cheating. The bag shuts with a satisfying clunk. And yeah, it's a little fancy little bag. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you found it helpful in making your little barrel bag. It's a very simple make that I think you can dress up to be as elaborate as you want it to be. Please like and subscribe. I have another 2 videos coming this week of the Grandiose Galleon and the My Recipes memory book. I'm just finishing off those videos / makes now. But yes, and if you were on the fence and I've tipped you over into purchasing, then please feel free to use my affiliate links that are in my bio. You're not obliged to, but it just sends a little bit of gratitude my way at no cost to you. But yes, I'd love to see your makes and stay crafty.